Hello, and welcome to Learning the New LINKcat. We are here at Middleton Public Library, and we are going to go through the new catalog that has been updated. And I'm Amanda, and I am a library assistant here at Middleton Public Library. So let's get started. So what is LINKcat? LINKcat is a shared catalog that we use for the South Central Library System. And you can have access to nearly 3 million items representing more than 800,000 different titles. So you can get books, children's material, magazines, audio materials, DVDs, Blu-rays, all through LINKcat. So how you access LINKcat is going to on the web, linkcat.info. You can search LINKcat without logging into an account. So when you're at the library, you can use your own computer or the public computers that are available at your library and get onto LINKcat. From your mobile devices, you can download the LINKcat mobile app, both in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. You can also call Harriet at the same number that we had before to use your library card to renew items, to get a list of everything that you have checked out and figure out when they are due, and to also see what items you have on hold. So if that's something you did in the past, that is still available. So you can get to, like I said, through the web on your computer. You can go through the LINKcat app on your mobile devices, or you can still call Harriet. Searching in LINKcat looks slightly different, but operates pretty much the same. Mainly just visuals that kind of have updated for you here. To search, you would enter into the search bar at the top what you're looking for. You can go, it be a keyword, it could be a title, an author, or a subject. So once you type that in, you can choose any, if there's a certain kind of material, with the drop-down menu, you can change it to, maybe you're looking specifically for a DVD, and you can select that and then hit the blue search button. And then your search results will come up. When you have your search results come up, it will be, it'll have all of our sorting stuff on the sides that you can limit and fix your search with. If you want to do a little bit more advanced search, next to the blue search button is a link for advanced search. So you can go ahead and click that. There we go. And when you click that, you get a slightly different looking advanced search page than before, but it is got the same stuff. You can search by certain words or exact phrases. You can search, you can say that you don't want to show certain items in your search. You can limit the format, language, or library. You can also find certain titles, authors, and subjects, or ask it to refrain from finding those. Then here are some other different ways to limit your search. If you do like to use Boolean search, we do have the link up at the top right corner to switch to that as well. So when you get your search results, this looks a little similar, but a little different as well from before. So you have some tabs up at the top that are important to pay attention to. So the first tab is for items that would be in the library physically. The second tab is ebooks and audiobooks. So you can still see what we have in our catalog for items that would be in Libby. So you can see that as well in the middle tab. And then the third tab is just show me both of those mixed together. So if you wanted to see everything. On the left side, you have your limit search results area with your filters. And then up at the top, we do have an actions button and a sort by button. And then underneath there, we have how many pages we have, and then the way that you're viewing your results, whether it's lists or kind of boxed in more. And each record here has the title up at the top that you can click to go into the summary as before. You also have some extra information about the book, like the title, the format, what edition, publication, and any extra information here you also can click into when you're in the summary as well. If you want to just place one hold on an item, you would hit the blue place hold item button. If you wanted to do multiple, there are these boxes at the top of each record. You can click those to mark them, and then under Actions button, you would click the drop down button and then select Place on Hold. So that is how you would do multiple holds. That's what that search result page looks like. You also have the Add to My List button as well. So, using your account, you can view everything you have checked out, your checkout history, place and manage holds, view any fees. The sign in is up in the top right corner, and you would put in your entire barcode number and then your PIN. So to start with our new LINKcat system, the PIN was unable to be migrated to the new software system. So all password PIN numbers were reset to a 4-digit month day. So month, day, birth date that you have in your LINKcat account. If your LINKcat account did not state a birth date and you opted out of putting your birth date on there, the PIN was reset to the phrase change me, no space there. Once you get into your account for the first time since the migration, we ask that you change your PIN to keep it secure. So changing your PIN, like I said, you log in the upper right-hand corner and you'll put your barcode number and that PIN, either the month, day, or change me in so that you can log in. When you have the page open up, there are some tabs across the top. You want to click on personal information. And then after your contact information underneath your name, there is another link for change PIN. So click on that so that the drop arrow comes down, and then it allows you to change the password. So you do have to put in what the current PIN is and then create your new PIN. So you can go back to what you had it previously before if you do remember it. Otherwise, you can start fresh. Do make sure that you click the update button so that it stays. So navigating your account is actually pretty easy. There's only a few spaces, and I feel like it has been a great redo on this. So like we had talked about before, you have tabs up at the top. First one is personal information. So we already talked about how the first one is actually this image right below it. So you click on your name and you have your contact information. One great new thing is that you can edit some of this information by hitting the edit button for each section. And then make your changes and make sure that you do then hit update to save those items. You also, other than change pin, have preferences. So you can switch around what tab your account opens up to when you first log in, and default the views and what preferred list, if you have a default list, if you make lists, what it also has as the first one. And this is also where you would select the account to record your checkout history and show it to you. So this is something that staff are not allowed to do for patrons. You do need to make sure that in your own account, you go and hit these checkboxes to make sure if you want your checkout history to be recorded. And then also, again, hit the update button. Don't forget to do that. The other tabs across the top are checkouts, holds, and fines. So checkouts, when you click on the checkout tab, it does divide out between digital checkouts and library physical checkouts for physical books. And then that's also where you would view your checkout history. You also, in the top right corner, do have a summary for you with numbers available to see how many checkouts you have, both physically in the library and then digitally, and then how many are overdue right now. It does give you an exclamation point in red as well to get your attention. And under holds, it does again show you digital holds versus physical library holds. When you click into the holds tab, which is the second image on the bottom here, it shows again your digital holds and your physical library holds. When you are in the library holds, you do have a number of how many things are on hold and what's ready for pickup right now. And then you do have some buttons for managing your holds. If you click the box next to each item that is on hold, you can then select what you want to do with it. So you can cancel your hold, edit your pickup location. You can edit the suspends holds, and you can cancel hold suspensions. So we see here that there is one item that's shown at the top that's suspended. And if I wanted to change the pickup location to Middleton, I would have to check this and then click on edit pickup location and change that to Middleton. When you go into digital holds, it will show you what you have on hold for in Libby as well. So placing a hold, after you have searched the item in LINKcat, you will place a hold by clicking on the blue place hold button. And like I had said before in a previous slide, to do multiple titles, you check the boxes next to each title. Then up at the top, you will click on actions and choose place holds. If you're not already logged into your account, it will prompt you to log in. And then this place holds pop-up window will show up, and your home library will be inserted in as the pickup location. If that's not the one that you would like, you can click on the drop-down arrow to choose your pickup location library, and then also hit again place holds. So you're hitting a place hold button 2 times. For renewing materials, this is something that when you are in your account and you go to the checkouts tab, there will be under the library checkouts an area with a renew button. So I'm going to go back a few slides here so you can see. No. not sure where it went. So there is, when you're in your account for renewing, that it will show the items you have checked out, and then you can hit multiple boxes next to the titles and then choose at the top renew. And then it should let you know that all titles were renewed. The items will let you know if there's something on hold. And if you can or can't, then try to renew it. If you go to the checkout history, this is where it is going to show you the total items that you have checked out. This list, if you were recording checkout history previously in the older LINKcat account, it will have carried over. So here it is showing I've checked out over 1,000 items since I first got this card and started recording. And at the top will be the most recent things. And you can organize it alphabetically with title and author, and then chronologically if you want to do checkout or returned. There is no other way to search. There is no like search bar for you to go through. It's just alphabetically and chronologically. Lists are something that a lot of people have used in the past to keep track of books they want to read or books they have already read. So this feature is still here. It is up at the top of your account. So you have your name up at the top, a logout button, my account, and next to it is my list. So that's what you would click on. And in that, you have lists that are shown at the bottom. There is a temporary list that's always shows up there, and then underneath the blue list on the left side there, you see I have a list called novels. So that is a list that I have created. And the way that you add items to your list is after you log in, and then you click on my list. And then there is an actions button up at the top here on the right side. If you click there, you can print a list, email, place holds, and more. So this is where you can also then choose add a new list. And that's going to be over here on the left side. So over here, there are some actions, but to do a new list, it's the little piece of paper with a plus. And then you can name the list. And anytime you come across a book in your results page, if you remember, underneath the place a hold button is add to list. And then once you click on that button, you can choose the novel list, since that's the only one I have right now. You also do need to be logged in to do anything with lists. So if you are just doing a quick search and you're not logged in, once you hit that add to list button, it's going to prompt you to log in. So let's quick go to looking at it live quickly. We're going to stop share quick and reshare. Let's open up. Okay, so let's go to LINKcat. And we can log in. Stop share for a second so I can get that in. So I do want to note too, if you seem to be having issues with logging in, always double check that your browser is working correctly. Sometimes it might have a problem. I know recently I had some updates that I had to do to my browser, so it was hard for me to get it to work. Okay. Go ahead and reshare. Okay, so when you're logged into your account, let's just look up John Grisham. So it is guessing for me. I can click on a book. Then I can see where it lives on the shelf, what libraries have it. And if I want to add to my list, I'll hit add to my lists. So select list novels. If I want this to be my default list, I can actually click that here, then hit add and close out. So if I go now to my lists, I will see that I have 2 items that are in there now. Anytime you want to do a new search, it looks like it already kind of cleared it out, but you can always hit this X or hit your home button back to home. Again, there's lots of different materials to search by, and the fields, when it's all fields, which is the default, it searches for anything, keyword, subject, author, title, but you can select a specific one if you'd like. Again, advanced search, click that button, you have all your options here. And if you want to switch it to Boolean, then you have your sections where you can change it to and or not with all those different ones. So you have the different options for searching. You can go into checkouts. Oh, here we go. So this is the image I was missing before. So if you need to renew, you can click multiple items, then hit renew, or just one, whatever it is that you need. And holds, again, you can select within the boxes here and then play with your holds there. And then the last one, which we didn't really click into in the presentation, but is your fines tab. So it shows you any current fines or blocks, any accruing fines, and any payment history you might have had. So if you've had to pay for damaged or lost books in the past recently, then that will show up there for you as well. All right. Well, so that is all I have for the new LINKcat. There is a lot of fun new things like being able to see your digital items and being able to edit your personal information. That's also a really big one. Oh, I wanted to double check too. So when you're in checkouts, if I go to digital, one thing that we're speaking of digital is that you can return items here to Libby from your LINKcat account. So if you click on the box and then hit return item, it will tell you that it has sent it back. So that's pretty awesome as well. I want to try quick before we end. What if I do Harry Potter is what I want to look up. And say I want ebooks and audiobooks. This one is the Ultimate Quiz Book. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Yeah, maybe I want to do Harry Potter, A History of Magic. You have actions here, and there's also a download button to check it out. So that's pretty cool. That's something that we did not have in our older LINKcat system. So enjoy the added bonus of all of the digital items. Once again, I am Amanda, and thanks for learning LINKcat with me.